Hello, it's Evan Roberts of Roberts Pianos Houston here, and we have a Pearl River upright piano in stock. This is a smaller upright design made in China, and we're going to have a listen to it before we start off. The sound's quite pleasant. So the few things I want to show you about this piano. First of all, it's going to be cleaned. It's got a lot of finger marks on it. Also, the name is going to be cleaned up. So is this key lock here, and the pedals will be cleaned and shined up. The first thing I want to show you is the inside. The music desk has got about space for about 3 pages of music if you're interested in having multiple sheets on the piano. Well, this is interesting because they did try here and put a piece of wood here to stop this from bending, which is interesting. And in Furic, which is a Chinese-made piano but designed in Europe, this is made of metal because obviously metal won't bend, but they've used wood here. So it's interesting, but I don't know if it's what it's going to do. Maybe someone else can comment more on that. I'm not really going to comment more than that on there. We'll take off the full board. Just have a look on the inside. So everything's working correctly. The action's working. Dampers are good. Nothing wrong there. The dampening's working fine. They look a little bit irregular, but they're working fine. And it's got a Celeste fret on it, which is this chap here. Just going to take it off. Okay, so that was easy. So that wasn't too bad, the design. This action bolt is interesting. Just the show of what kind of mentality went in. This is actually made of plastic. And I'm not sure if you can see that on the video, but it's a plastic piece. They probably saved maybe $1 or $0.50 per one by making these of plastic. That's not so great. The other thing that just to see here is that the serial number has been etched into the metal by what looks like a stamp of some kind, and on the capo bar here, but it's not level, it's not even, so you can see the numbers not even. I'm not sure if that's going to show up, but that's not very detailed. And also this nameplate here is made of plastic, so that's just another thing that's interesting to show you there. And then we're going to look at some pins. So we'll look at these tuning pins here. We'll look at the level of the strings. And I've got another piano to show you. The strings level goes up and down. If you see that A on the bass, that's A sharp. The level goes a bit like a waves. And then some of them quite high, some of them quite low. This is made in 2000, so maybe they were learning, the trainings maybe improved by then. We'll have a look at another one in a second. You can see the string here, it looks about right. I think it's sort of very close on this string here, because if you look at the pins, you can actually see that the strings are kind of very pressed to each other. So these too close, that's too close, and that's better. But this pin here is too far to the right, too far down. So the string is actually widened here, the gap is widened. And it gets very tight on this one, so it's very tight on the pins again. And then there's a mixture there. So the stringing, having said that, the tone isn't that much different. Slightly different, but not too bad really, considering the strings. And if you look at the notes here, it's quite bright. I might actually voice it a little bit. That's fine, that's soft. It's kind of harsh on that B to C sharp. Okay, so if you look at the string, it's kind of the same all across. So action design looks normal, and the shape of the hammers is great. It's not being played that much, it's good for us. But let's look at a newer Pearl River. This is from 2019. and you can see that the stringing is much more accurate, and you can see the gaps between the strings is pretty much uniform, sorry, and that's better. Obviously you can see that they've even got the bass strings more accurate, so you probably see that Pearl River is getting better with time. I wouldn't compare this to maybe a Yamaha or a Japanese piano, but in its own category, in the cheaper piano category, I would say it's getting better. They're getting better at making pianos. I know that they make pianos for Steinway now. Steinway Essex, it's the one that's made in the Pearl River factory. But this piano, if you look at the waviness again, let's look at a Japanese piano. This is a Kawai, and you can see the string line is made in Japan. The string line is almost straight, and the choice of string is very uniform. It goes coned here, cone, cone, cone to the end. So that's just craftsmanship, really. We're going to set this piano up. We're going to regulate it. Might voice a couple of notes in this section, but the tone's not too bad. We're going to raise the keys, make the pedal stronger. It's a bit soft. Actually, the tone of it is quite nice. I quite like it, but the design of it could have been a bit more detailed, but the sound hasn't suffered very much. So if you're looking for a beginner's piano, we'll price this as a beginner's piano. It looks nice when it's all put together, and it's relatively new condition-wise, so it would be a good beginner's piano for somebody to start learning on, or someone who's just starting lessons. But if you want to go to like a higher range of piano, and if you're looking to buy a piano, I would recommend, instead of going new Chinese, unless you've really taken a technician with you, I'd recommend going older Japanese, 80s, maybe 90s. Just some advice. And if you've got questions, please put them below. If you've got thoughts about Pearl River and how they're getting better, let's have a conversation about it, so I want to learn more about them, as there's quite a lot of them around. So thanks for watching this video, and hope to see you here in our stores sometime soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.